High above the forest floor, in the sprawling green expanse of the neotropics, a world thrives in the upper reaches of the light. This is the canopy, a kingdom of giants stretching from the fragmented forests of southern Mexico through the vibrant heart of Central America and deep into the Amazon basin. Here, where sunlight fractures into a million shifting shadows, a silent force watches. It is an existence defined by patience, a presence felt but rarely seen. You will never hear it coming. Its movements are woven into the rustle of leaves and the sigh of the wind. By the time its shape resolves from the foliage, it is already too late. In the dense, breathing lungs of these great American rainforests, the ultimate predator rules not from the ground, but from the sky. This is the domain of the harpy eagle, a phantom cloaked in leaves and shadow, the undisputed sovereign of the canopy. Scientifically known as, its name evokes the fearsome winged creatures of Greek mythology. It belongs to the family Accipitridae, a group that includes hawks, kites, and other eagles, but the harpy stands in a class of its own. It is one of the world's largest and most formidable eagles, a heavyweight champion of the avian world. A significant size difference or sexual dimorphism exists between the sexes. While males are powerful hunters in their own right, weighing around 4 to 6 kilograms, the females are true giants, often tipping the scales at 6 to 9 kilograms, sometimes even more. Its most striking feature is a crown of slate-grey feathers, a double crest that can be raised at will. When flattened, it gives the head a sleek, noble profile. But when the eagle is alarmed or excited, the crest fans out into a spectacular disc-like array. This is not just for show, it functions to funnel sound toward its ears, much like an owl's facial disc, sharpening its perception of the subtle noises of prey moving in the dense vegetation below. It is a visual signal of its heightened state, a warning that the phantom is listening. The harpy eagle is an evolutionary masterpiece of form and function, perfectly engineered for its environment. Its most formidable weapons are its talons. The rear hallux claw alone can grow up to 13 centimeters long, larger than the claws of a grizzly bear. These talons are powered by immense musculature in its legs, capable of exerting a crushing force sufficient to dispatch prey instantly. Its wings, while vast with a span of up to 2.2 meters, are relatively short and incredibly broad. This design sacrifices soaring efficiency for explosive power and supreme agility, allowing it to maneuver through the cluttered, three-dimensional maze of the rainforest canopy with breathtaking precision. This is not an eagle of open skies, but a specialist of the forest interior. It is a master of the short-range ambush, a practitioner of perch and weight hunting. Its flight is a display of controlled violence, a few powerful silent wing beats to launch from a hidden perch, followed by a swift, targeted glide. Its long, broad tail acts as a rudder and an air brake, enabling it to make sharp turns and sudden stops, a critical adaptation for a life spent hunting among the branches. Every element of its anatomy serves a single purpose: to dominate the canopy. To hunt in this dappled world of light and shadow requires extraordinary senses. The harpy eagle's vision is its primary tool, with an acuity estimated to be up to 8 times greater than that of a human. Its large, forward-facing eyes provide excellent binocular vision, granting it superb depth perception to judge distances to prey with pinpoint accuracy. It constantly moves its head, using parallax to build a detailed mental map of its complex environment. While sight is paramount, its hearing is also finely tuned. From a high perch, it can detect the faint rustle of a sloth or the snap of a twig that betrays a monkey's presence far below. For such a formidable creature, its vocalizations are surprisingly understated. It communicates not with thunderous cries, but with a series of sharp, penetrating whistles and plaintive calls, sounds that carry through the dense foliage. These calls are most common between a mated pair or between parents and their young. The raising of its crest, combined with these calls, forms a complex communication system, conveying alertness, agitation, or territorial claims. It is a subtle language for a subtle hunter, a ghost that speaks in whispers. The harpy eagle's existence is inextricably linked to the health and scale of its habitat. It requires vast, undisturbed tracts of mature lowland tropical rainforest with a continuous high canopy. These are not birds of the forest edge or fragmented woodlands. They are creatures of the deep interior. A single breeding pair may command a home range of over 100 square kilometers, a testament to their need for space and a robust prey base. Consequently, harpy eagles live at very low population densities. Finding one is a challenge not only because of their stealth, but because there are simply so few of them spread across such an enormous area. As an apex predator, the harpy eagle targets the canopy's largest inhabitants. Its diet consists primarily of arboreal mammals. Sloths, both two-toed and three-toed, are a favorite prey item, their slow movements making them vulnerable to the eagle's surprise attack. Monkeys, including agile capuchins, noisy howlers, and nimble squirrel monkeys, are also on the menu. The eagle's hunting strategy is one of pure stealth and overwhelming force. It will sit motionless on a concealed perch for hours, sometimes days, waiting for the perfect opportunity. The attack is a vertical pounce, a silent dive through the layers of the canopy, culminating in a strike of shocking power. The harpy eagle's reproductive life is as epic as the bird itself. Mated pairs are monogamous and build colossal nests, massive platforms of interwoven sticks that can be over 2 meters wide and 1 meter deep. These structures are so heavy they can only be supported by the most massive emergent trees in the forest, like the kapok or the Brazil nut tree. The female typically lays 1 or 2 eggs, but only a single chick is ever raised. The investment in this one offspring is immense. The incubation and fledging period lasts for about 6 months, but the young eagle remains dependent on its parents for food for up to a year or more after leaving the nest. This extended period of parental care means that harpy eagles have one of the slowest reproductive rates in the avian world, typically breeding only once every 2 to 3 years. This slow cycle of life makes their populations extremely vulnerable to disruption. The survival of each chick is critical not just for its parents, but for the long-term viability of the species in the region. The nest is the center of their world for years at a time, a fortress in the sky where the next generation of canopy phantoms is painstakingly raised. In its domain, the harpy eagle is more than just a predator. It is a vital regulator of the entire ecosystem. As an apex predator, it exerts top-down control on the populations of arboreal mammals. By preying on sloths and monkeys, it helps maintain a healthy balance, preventing any one species from becoming too numerous and overbrowsing the vegetation. In this role, the harpy eagle serves as a crucial indicator species. Its presence is a sign of a complete, functioning and healthy rainforest ecosystem, one with enough space, enough massive trees for nesting, and a sufficiently abundant prey base to support such a magnificent hunter. Where the harpy thrives, the forest thrives. Yet, for all its power, the harpy eagle faces a threat it cannot fight: the disappearance of its world. The primary danger is relentless deforestation. As its vast forest home is fragmented into smaller and smaller islands, its hunting grounds shrink and nest sites vanish. This habitat loss, coupled with its incredibly low reproductive rate, creates a perilous situation. The International Union for Conservation of Nature currently lists the species as near threatened, but in many parts of its former range, it is already locally extinct. Direct persecution, though less common, also persists, as this great bird is sometimes shot out of fear or misunderstanding. But there is hope. Across its range, conservation organizations are working tirelessly to protect the harpy eagle. These efforts focus on preserving large tracts of primary forest, monitoring known nest sites, and working with local communities to foster an appreciation for this incredible bird as a valuable part of their natural heritage. Research programs are uncovering more about its behavior and needs, providing crucial data to inform conservation strategies. By promoting ecotourism and providing economic alternatives to deforestation, these initiatives aim to ensure that humans and harpy eagles can coexist. The future of the harpy eagle is the future of the great rainforests themselves. It is a silent guardian, a living embodiment of the wild, untamed spirit of the canopy. As long as these vast cathedral-like forests are allowed to stand, the phantom will continue its reign, a symbol of breathtaking power and fragile persistence. Its survival depends on our choices, on our willingness to protect these vital ecosystems. Where the forest endures, the eagle will endure, a silent watcher from the shadows, forever the phantom of the canopy. In the emerald heart of the neotropics, from the fragmented forests of southern Mexico to the vast unbroken canopy of the Amazon basin, lives a phantom. This is its realm, a world of filtered light and dense foliage, where the sky is a distant concept. Here, power is not measured by open sky speed, but by presence. This is power, refined over millennia of evolution. An apex predator so perfectly adapted to its environment, it seems almost mythical. Known to science as, it is the harpy eagle, one of the largest and most formidable eagles on the planet. Its authority is absolute, written in the language of anatomy. Its talons, curving daggers of keratin, can grow longer than the claws of a grizzly bear. These are not merely for gripping. They are instruments of immense crushing force, capable of shattering the bones of their prey with a single, decisive clench. The legs, thick and scaled, anchor a body built for explosive short-range power. And its eyes. They are the eyes of a master hunter. Possessing vision many times more acute than our own, they perceive the forest in breathtaking detail, locking onto the slightest movement in the dappled understory. They do not miss. This is not an open-sky hunter, soaring on thermals. The harpy eagle is a creature of the labyrinth. It threads a maze of branches and vines with impossible grace. Its wings are relatively short and broad, a design that sacrifices soaring endurance for maximum maneuverability. Its long tail acts as a rudder, allowing for sharp banks and sudden stops. This is total control in 3 dimensions. Even its approach is a study in stealth. The leading edges of its flight feathers are serrated, a specialized structure that muffles the sound of air rushing over the wing. The wind is muted, sound simply slips past. It can materialize from the canopy, a silent spectre descending upon the unaware. It doesn't chase over long distances. It waits. It watches. It calculates. From a high perch, it builds a map of the world below, assessing angles, gaps, and the rhythm of the forest. Silence is its ally. Every movement is measured, a deliberate conservation of energy for the critical moment. And when that moment comes, every strike is swift, precise, and utterly inevitable. This is the silent guardian of the canopy, a living testament to the power and majesty of the world's great forests.